Hello again everybody and welcome back to Fujit's Blitz, and this is the last part of Aces of the Week gallery for the 4th week of January, this time dealing with the high tiers. Now before we crack on, I just want to make a quick statement. Guys, I appreciate all of you sending your replays in, and I do get messages saying, oh, my replay wasn't played, why not? Oh, a couple of things. I do it week by week, so all these replays happened basically in the last week of January. So some of your replays may be coming into next week. I also do it I try and give everybody a chance. So if you've sent me 2 replays, then I may not play both of your replays. I'll play one of them, and I'll try and stick the best replay into the most appropriate tier. It all depends. Don't despair, guys. Whoever sends me a replay eventually will get one of their replays played. I always promise that. And not always in the Aces of the Week gallery. It could be used in one of the reviews that I do or one of the tutorials. So please, guys, bear with me. Your replays will be played. Anyway, moving on. This is DayAfterKill from the clan PGDD, rolling out in the T-34-2, the Chinese Tier 8 medium tank. Now, I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of the some of the Chinese meds, especially the ones around the tier 8. But let's talk about this tank. Well, it's got an HP of 1,400. It's an okay view range, just shy of 300 meters. DPM is 1,995 if you're on your standard AP, with a penetration of 180, and it dishes out mediocre damage at 280. Rate of fire is 7 rounds a minute, which gives you a reload time of just shy of 8.5 seconds. Aim time's not too bad, it's just over 1.5 seconds, and the gun depression typically is around 5 degrees, which is pretty pads. But as you will see here, the DayAfterKill is handling this tank pretty well. He's already taken a bit of a knock. Now, one of the reasons why the Chinese tanks are basically Russian tanks, just with a few manipulations. So you do from time to time get that funky Russian armor. One of the things I find with them is the gun handling on the Chinese tanks. Well, it's a little bit better than the Russian tanks. I struggle with, but that's just me. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are certain tanks, certain lines. I don't love every tank. There are certain tanks that don't suit my style, certain tanks that don't suit my style of play, and certain tanks I just don't get on with. And some of the Chinese tanks I don't get on with. I freely admit that. Thing is, we're all different. Now, DayAfterKill clearly gets on with this tank. Okay, he's lost a few hit points. He's done shy of 1,000 damage, and he's bounced just over 200. The good thing about these type of tanks, however, is they've got a good turn of speed. And there you go, kill number 1. Now he's done 1,100 damage, and I'm sure he's not going to cap the base, and no, he's not. He's going to carry on rolling. And as I was saying, these tanks do have a good turn of speed, and he's using this speed to his advantage. He's going to try and get behind this ISU. He does so very simply. Now he's got freedom to just plow into the ISU. And look at this. He wants to load the HE because it's a really good damage on the HE. But he eventually goes for AP and finishes him off. I mean, that's a great kill, really. It's a great maneuver. Just run straight up there, get around the back, and just paste him. Now he's focused on the IS. He's trying to get that side cheek in the turret, decides against it, and bounces, unfortunately. That's the thing. I mean, when those things go all down, the IS is pretty difficult to pen, especially when you've only got 181 penetration on your standard AP. So, again, use that mobility, use that speed, get round them like he does here, and the DayAfterKill is now got free reign. Goodbye, IS-3. That's how you should be playing these tanks, guys. And this is what is so good about certain mediums. Like I said, Chinese mediums may not be my cup of tea, but the gameplay for a medium is the same regardless of what nationality it is, to an extent. And as you see, use the speed, keep it moving at all times. Okay, there are times when you want to stop and snipe, but he's resetting his camo. He's now got this T30 in his sights. He wants to get rid of it. Plows another really good roll into him. Puts him out of action for a short time. He's got to sort everything out. Somebody else plows something into him. It should be game over, realistically. It should be maybe a one-shot. No, he's going to be a two-shot. He gets a nice 400 roll. Look how low he is. I mean, the T-30 is struggling there to get his gun and turret round. This is, he's hugging him, he's now pulling away, he'll be able to put one straight into his side, wipe him out. 4 kills, 3,383 damage. A fantastic mastery, and well-deserved mastery. I mean, that's how you should be playing these tanks. Top tier tank, clearly. And I'd like to thank the DayAfterKill of the clan PGDD for kindly supplying that replay and sharing it with us. Next up, we have the Scarecrow 2018 of the clan J_4_F, rolling out in the T44, the Russian tier 8 medium, again on the EU server. Now, this is a tank I do like. I do like Russian tanks, and I do like the T44. Pretty much like the T34 that we just saw, the mobility on this thing is pretty decent. The difference being is, I understand the armor on this one more than I do the T34, but again, that's just my personal opinion. Now, he's already taken out a kill. I mean, that's fantastic. Gets right up behind that AMX CDC and plonks a lot of pain into his back. This is how you should be playing meds, guys. As you saw in the last game, and as you're going to see in this game, it's all about mobility. Get him round the back of tanks. What a fantastic engine fire, 474 damage. This is how you should be doing it. You should not be, you know, yollowing straight forward and trying to take them all on. Look at this, he's just going to follow him all the way around. He's going to stay on his tail and just give him a bad day. The poor 67 misses that shot, but he gets that one in, then he gets another one, so he's taken a few hit points, but it's realistically all over, to be fair. 2 kills, 2,000 damage already. He's not really blocked anything because, well, he just hasn't. He's in a T44 and he's not wriggling and jiggling, and he hasn't been in a position to really block anything yet. I mean, the T67 was always going to pen him because he was going in for the kill. As you can see, now he's got the VK in the position that you want a VK to be in, which is away from you, exposing that rear. Unfortunately, the VK moves away. Oh, is he going to pop over there? No, he's in pretty too much cover, and so is he. So, whilst the targets aren't presenting for him, he's going to have no choice but to roll over to this VK. And he's hoping that when he pops around the side, the VK is going to be facing the opposite direction. Well, he's not, but he's side on, and that's what you want a VK to be. You want him to be side on, because that's where you pen him. And the poor VK, unfortunately, is not long for this game either. There you go, kill number 3. Oh, and there comes the T34, which likes to pop up when you least expect one. But not to worry, because a T2580 is going to present, and he's on a low hit point, so just, oh, great bounce, and finally take him out. Kill number 4. Now there's only 2 tanks left. There's a VK45 who's just popped his nose out of the corner and then decided that was a bad move because everybody plied into him, and the T34. So what's he going to do here? Well, the money is on going for the VK, and yes, he is. Misses that shot completely, unfortunately. Gets round the back yet again. It's all over for the poor old VK45. There is kill number 5. Just the T34 left to go. It's 2-on-1. But unfortunately, his teammate is looking a bit low, and yep, the teammate in the IS is gone, so it's just 1-on-1. Gets a great shot into the T34, and again uses this mobility to move or try and move around the back. Plows another good roll into him, closes up, gets very close. That T34's turret is just struggling to get round. He tries, he's trying, he gets a bounce. What a fantastic bounce that was. It's again all over really, apart from the crying. There it is, kill number 6. 3,000 plus damage, 600 bounces. There you go, 3,866 damage. 6 kills. He bounced quite a bit. That's a really well-deserved mastery, and I'd like to thank the Scarecrow 2018 for kindly sharing that replay with us. It was a pleasure to watch you roll out in the T44. Moving on, this is my good friend Grums23 of the clan FTC3, rolling out in the Centurion 1, the British tier 8 medium, yet again on the EU server. Now, I do love the British medium tanks. Why? Because they have got fantastic turret armor, and if you stick them all down and use that gun depression, they're pretty tough tanks to pen, and they can be a formidable target. Okay, so Grums is trying to do that. Unfortunately, he's a little bit exposed, and he's getting some of his hit points taken away from him. Okay, that tank's now been cleared. Grums is just done shy of 1,000 damage. He's bounced nothing yet, but you could see that he's trying to use this hold down, get the gun depression working position. Again, he's overexposed just a little bit. Not to worry, he's been able to get shots in onto that tank. He backs away, gets himself lined up a bit better. There we go. Lines it up much better. Goes to a full hold down, uses that gun depression, and now he's there you go. Now he starts bouncing. And this is how you play the Centurion 1. In fact, most of the British upper tier medium tanks are like this. Even the heavies, to be fair. I mean, if you go out in the Chieftain Mark 6, it's the same deal. The turret is fantastically tough. You've got great gun depression. Stick it all down, and you know, seriously, people are going to struggle to pen you. Unfortunately, that PTA gets in the way there of his shot. Not to worry, he's done just shy of 1,500 damage. He's now bounced 400. They're losing on cap points. They've lost 2 tanks, but so have the Reds. He's going to be able to wipe them out now. There he goes. He's just done over 1,500 damage. He's bounced 400. He's now going to try and cap. And look at this. He's got free reign onto the tanks over there. Unfortunately, that one bounced. Not to worry, he's got a good reload because the Centurion 1. He's able to plonk good shots over into that E75, especially when he presents his turret cheeks like that. Oh, that was a bit wayward though, Grums. You snapped at that one a little bit. Not to worry, roll back up and see if anything else presents. They're still capping out, so yeah, he's capped out now. Now he can move forward. The E75 is realistically a one-shot if he can get a good high roll. The T30 is also a one. Oh, he's gone, so don't even need to worry about that. So focus on the E75, Grums. That's what you need to do. Yeah, it gets a nice roll. Puts him down to literally a one-shot now. Puts one into his side because that reload is fantastic. Clears out the E75. He's now done 2,035 damage. He's capped a base. He's taken out 2 kills. It's now 2 against 1. But if you noticed on the map when this other tank presented, it's got full hit points and it's an IS-3 Defender. Now the IS-3 Defender is pretty formidable. The only disadvantage that it has is it has a 3-clip magazine, and it's very vulnerable when it's reloading the magazines because it's a very long reload. However, Grums is a one-shot. It's a simple fact of life. He is a one-shot out of that 3-clip. The PTA, if the IS-3 Defender loads HE, could, in theory, get wasted. But so, you know, they've got to cap out. Then they've got to realistically work as a team in order to win this game. The IS-3 Defender has done the right thing. He capped out C, and there he is, right there. He misses the first shot. Oh no, he doesn't miss. He bounces Grums. That's a very lucky bounce, to be fair. But he bounces Grums. I don't know what he had loaded. Now he's only got 2 shots left in that magazine. He's got to be careful. Grums tries to get round the side. Very wild shot, but it's okay. He's on a faster reload, and he wants to win the game, so he wants to recap C. He's seen that his teammate in the PTA is capping over on A. If he caps out, then he stops the red team from winning on caps and puts them in a position. The IS-3 Defender has again done the right thing. He's gone to the B cap. So, this is a very tense game. At the end of the day, the IS-3 is still on his full HP. The PTA has taken shots already, and Grums is a one-shot. But Grums is able to get to the round the back of the IS-3 Defender, bounces that one. Not great. What about this? Gets a great roll into the side, not a high roll, but presents now the IS-3 Defender to the PTA, who's able to put shots into the back of the IS-3. IS-3 is now focused purely on Grums because he's tunnel visioned. He knows Grums is a one-shot. But more importantly, if he kills Grums, he'll win the game. It's as simple as, but he doesn't. Because by focusing on Grums, he completely forgets the PTA, and the PTA wipes him out. 2,436 damage, 2 kills, caps loads of aces, well-deserved mastery, and he gets the spotting medal. That's a great game, and I really like to thank my friend Grums23 for kindly sharing that replay with us. It was fantastic to watch. Now, last but not least, is another good friend of mine, Foximus Potens of the clan BPS. rolling out in the Object 140, the Russian Tier 10 medium, again on the EU server. Now, Fox just likes to be called Foxy, and if you saw the TD Aces of the Week gallery earlier, you will know that he is a damage machine. Here he is in one of my favourite tanks, the Object 140, and a lot of you are probably scratching your head saying, why on earth has he gone to the base? Well, look at this. They're all now presenting. There is a Death Star. Hello, Death Star. Let's shoot you. Let's forget the Death Star now and let's focus over here instead, because here's another tank and it's another Object 140. So why not just do a head-to-head with an Object 140? But that's not what Fox is going to do, because Foxy knows how to play these tanks. He knows that going hull down is the best thing. He's going to try and flush this guy out. What a shot that is. Puts HE into his tracks. Okay, he gets minimal damage, next to nothing, but that's not the point. The point is he gets damage. He's able to now chase him down, gets the AP loaded. Look at this. Watch this. This is how you wiggle and jiggle, guys. This is how you angle your tanks up to another tank. I mean, this poor Object 140 doesn't have a hope in hell's chance now. Not only that, the rest of Fox's team is pushing round. Foxy takes him out on the run. I mean, that is just a fantastic shot. Oh, what do we have here? A T-54. That is well out of position. It's just present yourself to be mullered. That's what that is. I mean, poor T-54. Thought he was pretty safe. He's got a Death Star behind him, thinking that he was, going to be in a good position. But unfortunately, he was completely all out of sorts and allows Foxy to take him out in a short time. There goes the Death Star again. Kill number 3 to Foxy. Now look at this. Let's get up here and let's put some into that VK-72. VK-72, did you like that? What about the other VK-72? Oh, he just goes around the corner as the shot comes off. Not to worry, I've had enough up here. I'm now going to go around the corner and take out something else instead. Oh look, another Death Star. Let's put one into you. Oh, okay, so you got one into me, but now you're on a 20-second reload and I'm not, says Foxy. So I'm just going to chase you down. I'm then going to get round the back because you've got no mobility and I've got loads. And maybe I can get you as I'm running away without looking. Oh, no, I'm going to look, but I'm still going to get you. That's a great shot. Now he's going out to help his toon mate who's in the Foch with the 2 VK. Oh no, one of the VKs is gone. It's the IS-7 and the other VK. Plow one into the IS-7, get a bit of a bounce, but the VK is presenting its rear. Unfortunately, there goes his toon mate. Oh, look at this. It's just brilliant. I mean, look at this. The IS-7 is just all out of sorts, and the VK's gone. The IS-7 is just bemused, doesn't know what to do, doesn't know who to shoot, doesn't know where to aim. Oh, it's like a bad day, and he just doesn't know what to do. And now look, I'm just going to present my rear to you because you're doing it to me, and oh, it's I just love watching gameplay like this. I really do. Oh, bit of a bounce. Oh, you're not going to shoot me though. I'm going to stick you between me and the Death Star. Oh, it's just brilliant. There is kill number 6. What a fantastic game. 6,333 damage. Beautiful gameplay. A well-deserved mastery. I told you, Foxy is just a damage monster. Anyway, I'd like to thank absolutely everybody for supplying their replays this week. So my big shouts go out to the DayAfterKill, the Scarecrow 2018, Grums 23, and of course Foxy. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed these replays. I know I did. It's always been a pleasure to watch gameplay like this and you guys strutting your stuff. And I'm sure that everybody watching this will get some really good hints and tips on how to play these tanks more effectively, like you guys do here. I always say the same as usual. If you've got some aces out there and you want them shown, or if you've got a game that you're particularly proud of that you want shown to the world, well, at least 320 odd people in the world, then by all means send them to me, the usual address, fujitsblitz@gmail.com. And if you want to, press like and even leave some comments, because it's always good to read what you guys think about, firstly, my channel, and secondly, the gameplay that you see. And finally, if you haven't yet, please press subscribe, because it's a really nice thing to do. It costs you nothing and it makes me happy and puts a really big smile on my face. And that's a really nice thing, hey? Don't you think? And with that, I will say, stay safe out there, guys. Have fun on the battlefield and happy tanking. Because, you know, at the end of the day, realistically, that's what it's all about. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and please press subscribe and stay tuned for more great content coming up soon.